What up? It's the real Keith, any other fabrication of your imagination. And I'm back with another Rekkyou Sensen Chapter review, Chapter 20. And the chapter starts with two people talking. I don't necessarily know who these people are, but they're commentators. But it quickly goes back to the fight and people are asking how long is this fight gonna last. And we see Deanna created a large rock formation. And we find out this is the longest fight so far and it's been 6 hours. And then Narc says ever since this woman became strange, she hasn't even left the slightest gaps between attacks. Before I can detect the weak spot with my own eyes, before I can even see it, if I let my guard down even for a moment, I'm dead. But there is no way attacks of this magnitude can continue forever. That moment will come, the moment she collapses. Don't lose sight of her under any circumstances. And Deanna stays on the offense, and then Narc says, finally, sight unlocked, 2 targets, 1 shot, and he was able to find a weak spot in her attacks. But it doesn't tell what his move actually did. And he starts destroying her attacks again, and then she uses a move she calls puppetry, Cendrillion. And her attack seems to do major damage to Narc, and people are questioning what did she even do. She sent small sand particles his way. They're too small to destroy, and they're like invisible bullets to the naked eye. But Narc can see them. Narc managed to get in close while Deanna is running on fumes. And it seemed like Deanna was about to pass out until her mother yelled her name. And her mother says, stay strong, you can still fight. That's right, you are the one that will save everyone, our country and the world. And then Narc says, what kind of person are you? Isn't she your daughter? And her mother says, exactly, my beloved daughter. And aren't you the person trying to kill my daughter? I'm giving her support because I don't want my daughter to die. You should understand, don't you think? And then Narcissus says, then why the hell do you have that little smile on your face? And Deanna's mother says, when you become a dad one day, you'll understand. See, parents feel happy seeing their children succeed. It's as if their triumphs were ours as well. And then Narc says, even if it leaves her all ruined like this? And then her mother says, yes, and it's admirable. And then Narc got upset and said, how about you just shut your damn mouth for a bit? And I don't know how, but him saying that broke the speaker. And then there's a large boom in the middle of the arena. And then Deanna goes crazy saying that she can't hear her mother's voice. And then Deanna traps herself in stone. And Narc, being a good sportsman, gives her a pep talk saying, hey you, that mother of yours didn't drag you here, right? Even if it means defeating other people, you came on your own 2 feet. Who's fighting here and now? It's you, so cut that shit out. Come out here, fight. And then Narc breaks through the stone and says, you made me waste a ton of stamina. Hey, how can you listen to what that woman says? Does that make you angry? And Deanna goes on to say that she hates her mother. She hates her mother so much, but she does remember a time that she loved her. And Deanna just wants her mother back like how she used to be. She thinks that if she wins, there's a chance, but it's a possibility that it won't. And it's the whole reason she's even been fighting. And Narc sympathizes with her because he knows even if he wins, there's a possibility his family might never be like it used to be, even if his country survives. And then he says both the future where our wishes come true and the future where they don't will disappear if we don't fight. If what you want is something you desire so much that you'll ruin yourself to get it, then snatch it. And then Deanna thanks him and wipes the tears off her face. And then Narc laughs and saying that Deanna looks more dangerous now, but she looks better. And with mutual respect, they say that they're gonna fight with intent to kill. But Deanna still says that she wants to make him surrender instead of killing him. And he just calls her stubborn, and then they proceed to fight, and it's nothing but hands from here on out. I didn't mean that in a literal sense of them just actually using their hands, but it's a whole fight sequence going on. I'm just gonna have to let y'all see it for yourself. Like, look at this. This is the most fighting I have seen throughout the whole manga, really. Deanna ran out of energy and it looked like Narc was about to win, but for some reason he started to bleed. And just like Adam did from Rekkyou to Ragnarok, he died standing up. And I love to see when characters die standing up because it's so badass. And they announced Narc died and that Mongolia has lost, so this win is for Canada. But Deanna doesn't want to accept it and told him don't give up, and she's gonna get up, and she stands up. And they call Norse people back at home to give them the bad news. And we see Norse's mother getting up, looking around for Norse, talking about his bed isn't made up yet and he hasn't been home yet. It's pretty sad to see because she seemed like she was proud of him. And Deanna is walking back to her chambers now, and it seems like their fight was going on 8 hours and 15 minutes, and that's long as hell. That means people went to sleep, woke up, took a piss, brushed their teeth, washed their face, took a shower, and they were still fighting. And she received a call from her mother, but she told the person with the phone she won't be taking that call and that she would be in charge of herself. And then she starts to break down and cry. And we also see Zayi, and he thinks that Deanna is the most annoying fighter so far. And that is where the chapter ends. This was a very good chapter. A lot of commentary, but a very good chapter. I think that Deanna's mother probably deserves, I don't know which trophy, for worst mother or biggest sadist of the year. It was honestly hard to tell who's gonna come out on top from the beginning. And I kind of wish there was more to Norse's abilities just in good eyesight. But that's really all I got for today. For more Rekkyou Sensen Chapter reviews and for versus battles, like, share, and subscribe. Doesn't cost you a dime while it costs me time. And follow Universal Debates on Facebook. All links in the description.